Hello and good morning, YouTube. It's actually not morning time, it's noon. But today, I'm going to be showing you how to install LEDs on my 89 D350. This applies to 83 to 90, 150 all the way up to 350. Taking my dog out. This dude's getting me all wrapped up, so I apologize. But this video has been recorded over a couple of days, just because I've been busy with life and the holidays coming up and everything. It's just been busy. But it keeps pulling for some reason. I just want to start the video off with God bless you all. I just want to thank God for waking me up this morning, putting breath in my lungs, and blessing me with another day, blessing me with a good, loving family and friends. And yeah, so after I let this dog out here, he's being a rascal for some reason, but once I get done letting this dog out, I'm going to go ahead and start. Today we're going to be showing you how to do headlights, marker lights, and cab lights. Not very hard. I've already recorded some over the last couple days, like I said, but I haven't had time to get to all of it. I also have to do the carrier bearing, which I'm going to make a video on. I've already got all the parts and pieces and everything that I think that I need to do the job. I'm sure I'm missing stuff, but anyway, I'm going to make a separate video on how to do the carrier bearing. And I think that's it. There is another piece. This little corner window over here, I would point to it, but this dog keeps pulling. Come on. This corner window right here, I don't know if you can tell, but the little latch on the inside of this little vent window is broken, and I have to fix that. So we're gonna make that another video as well. But anyway, good morning, good evening, good night. God bless America. What's going on, guys? So I'm going to show you tonight. I'm starting tonight, and then I'll finish probably tomorrow. First and foremost, these headlights that I bought for this thing, they suck. I don't like the way they look. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's either this one or the other side that's cracked. This lens is. And then, of course, I don't have a light. It's nighttime. I don't know why I'm doing this at night, but there's a couple of them that are cracked and stuff up there, too. So I bought replacements. I bought the best headlights that you can buy for that truck. And then I bought some, you know what, let me just show you. So my marker lights I bought are white. I think they'll accent the two-tone white on the truck very well. And these lenses are new, but you can see they're LEDs. And then I bought the best LEDs you can buy for this truck. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. I think the clear will accent the white very well. I think it'll look very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on all this stuff, and I'll bring you guys along with me. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I was doing it right before I made a video trying to tell you guys how to do it. But anyway, so there's the headlights. You can see, I don't know why this one, for some reason, is just really bright. This is a lot better. So I'm gonna get it together, and then I'll show you guys the finished product on the one side. I want to show you guys one more thing. So this little silver piece is what actually holds the headlight in, and as you can see, although this truck is in very good shape, you can see these screws still rust. And it's just a pain trying to find new screws. So I would recommend being very careful when you're doing this, especially this one. This one's kind of like almost didn't want to fit, so I kind of had to wiggle this a little bit to get it to fit. But you just got to be careful not to strip these screws out because they're a pain to find. This is the finished product on this side. We still have this side to do, so let's get to it. First and foremost, you should have 5 screws. You've got one here, here. You're supposed to have one there, and then 2 on the bottom. Then this whole piece, the blinker and everything, will come out. So I only had 4 screws, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, but what do you expect? Like I said, this whole piece right here. There you go. This whole piece right here will come out, and what I do is I just disconnect the bulb back here, and I just take this whole entire piece off. And that's what it'll look like. There's the whole entire piece off. I just leave the bulb hanging because what do you need it not hanging for? Set this to the side. And then we're gonna start on these 4 bolts that I mentioned on the other side. You gotta be very careful with these because they're very fragile, they rust. You can strip them and it's such a pain to find them. So we're gonna get these 4 bolts out and I'll see you. All right, the bolts are out. There's the headlight hanging. So I separated the screws here. Those screws go to this, and these screws go to that. The screws are different. Put them together so you can see they're different. There we go. Anyway, so just probably want to keep them separated. I mean, you can tell they're different, but and I just use a normal screwdriver. This one's magnetic, so it's very helpful. This is the little silver thingy that holds the headlight on, bracket or retainer or whatever you want to call it. This one's getting a little rusty, but that's all right. The bracket's still strong, but it holds the headlight actually to the headlight bracket. This lead will come out a little bit because normally the headlight, the factory one, will sit in here like this, so it comes out just a little bit. Doing this with one hand is such a pain, but you literally just unplug it and I'm sure you get the drift. Anyways, there it is. It's a little 3-prong connector. These 2 for this headlight was for the ring that went around it. You can do DRLs or blinkers or whatever you wanted to do, but this one's just so thin and just so cheap. It's just a pain. But anyway, I'll go show you the new ones. Get this box out of the way. This will pop out. I will leave the links to everything that I purchased down below. There's the new one. Peel that off, don't need it. This is tough to do with one hand. But you can see the difference in thickness. So this is a much more quality headlight, as you can tell. A lot brighter too. These are supposed to be 60,000 lumens a headlight, 120 watts. One of the reasons why I'm doing this at night is because I'm going to go do a driver's test or whatever, and I'll show you the headlights. I'm almost positive I have a video of these. I'll put that in this video, but if I don't, then just know that these were ridiculously bright all the time for no reason. So that's the reason why I'm changing them. Okay, so as you can see, there's the new one in, the 4 bolts. Like I said before, be careful because these bolts are a pain. With this being thicker, it's kind of tricky getting it in there, but you can get it in there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can see that tab's kind of bent and it's not quite screwed in all the way. Although this thing's solid in there, it's not going anywhere. But I didn't want to quite break them. That one's all the way in, but so I did the top one, and then I did this one, and then I did this one, and I did this one. That's the easiest way I find to do it. You can probably find an easier way to do it, but that's just the easiest way I found to do it. To reinstall, you just kind of do the process again. I just connect the bulb, let it hang, grab the screws. It literally just goes up in there like so. And then you just put the 4, or if you have 5 screws, put them all back in and they're done. It's been about a week since I filmed that last portion, mostly because I ran into an issue. So the issue that I ran into was my headlights. They were working and then they stopped working, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, come to find out that you've got all these are called fusible links. One of these fusible links blew, and don't mind this mess of wires. I'm gonna clean this up. I'll clean it up. Anyway, these fusible links went bad, and I didn't know that. But now there they are, working. Also, I already installed the other side because I wanted to make sure I knew how to do it right, of this marker light, and I think it looks really nice. I think it looks really clean, this LED. Also, it's a lot brighter than the other one. So we're going to do the cab lights, and we're going to do the other side, and I'll show you how I did it. So to do these marker lights, there's 2 screws down here. There's 2 of those little screws down there, right? And so essentially what you do, that's not what you do. So you've got these 2 little tabs on the side. Let me pull this new one out of here. I'll show you. Got these 2 tabs, the little gasket and the plug-in. That's what they look like, by the way. And you can see this little screw here. So this side with the battery is going to be a little hard, but you take those little screws off with a 13 millimeter, and then, I'm not the greatest filmer in the world, I apologize. And then I had to put them on backwards to get them to stay on, is what I had to do, which is probably what you're going to have to do if you install aftermarket LEDs. But to get to this side, you have to take this air box out, which I already have. That's another thing too. I want to this is gonna get on my nerves. I have absolutely no shaft play. No shaft play. That's fantastic. I'm so glad about that, actually. But anyway, you were to just take this air box out. It literally, well, I need to do this with 2 hands, so. All right, there's the air box out. So the big piece, there's a bolt here that holds it on, as you can see. And there's a wrench down there too. Oh, look at that. This piece here, this part right here, hang on a second. This part right here, with the 2 like slots in it, you push that down, and then you push back on it, and then it just pops out. And then you can get to your other light with the wrench on it. Put that over yonder. We'll get this wrench out of here. Huh. I have a block heater. Nice. I've got a block heater. Anyway, so you grab This is just what I could get my hands on in a short period of time, but I think a deep well socket will be the easiest because you can get a better grip on it. Put the deep well on it. You just twist until it comes off. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And yeah, put this up here in a safe spot so I don't lose it. I'm gonna untwist this and get it to come out. Once that comes out, then it's just as simple as pulling this bad dog out. Oh, this is loose. I did not know that was loose. Dang it. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go from the other side and push it out. And then you just reinstall the other one how you took it apart. All right. Hard to do with one hand. I don't know where my stand is, my camera stand. Gotta find it. This would be a lot easier with my camera stand. Yes, oh my gosh. This would be a whole lot easier. Just peel this off. Ignore my dirty hands. Take this on over yonder. What I would do is I would come down here and I would stick this bulb part out like that, because it'll help you. And then you want to go down here. You want to plug this in, and then this part twists into this part. Okay, so now it's installed. What I did was I put these pair of gloves on that don't fit, but they've got the rubber on it. Those edges are very sharp and they hurt. But I put these rubber gloves on so that I can be less of a wuss and twist them on as tight as I could. But as you can tell, it plugs in and then it twists in like the old one does. So now, go over here, turn these headlights on. You can see how this side looks. The headlights. And look at that. It looks pretty. And you can see how bright it is. It's really bright. And then next thing are the cab lights. Those are already LED. Now these are LED. The headlights are LED, and I plan on, because you can see how spider web this is, I plan on buying a new one of these for both sides and then putting LEDs in here. And as you can see, that's already LED, but these are not. These LEDs are ordered and on the way. I'll show you how to do those. And then I don't know if I'm going to get LEDs for the brake lights or not yet, but you can see that's LED. Again, I just did one just because I wanted to make sure I did it right. But holy cow, brother. That is literally so much brighter. Like, I really wish I could tell you how much brighter it was on camera, because it is just so much brighter. Literally every which way you go about it is brighter. That's so crazy. Darn camera. All right, so here's the truck's been sitting for a while. Just wanted to show you in the daylight. Those are the LED marker lights. I think they look a lot better with the chrome and the white. That's why I went with the clear or like white ones. Those are the headlights. You'll get to see those. And then I've already pre-installed that one and that one. So I have these three to do. I did record videos on doing those, but the quality sucked. Let me get out of the way here. I did already record this one, but the quality sucked, so I'm going to re-record it on these 3 middle pieces here. And then, like I said, the carrier bearing needs done, which I have all the pieces for. And then this piece, as you can see, hello, broke off. And I've already got all the pieces to fix it. I just got to do it. So, without further ado, let's continue with the cab lights. What kind of a video would I be making without an old 12 valve cold start? So, it's very, very heavy hood with one hand. I have the intake off. There's a reason for that. You'll see it later in the video. This truck hasn't ran in a couple days. So, perfect. Let's get this cold start going. Well, I got this big pile of leaves right here, and I tried to blow all the leaves out into the street, but the wind is really fighting me today, and you can't win them all. So let's go ahead and start on those darn cab lights. Got the new ones here. They're pretty simple. They're just a plug and play system. Essentially, you take your brother's brand new screwdriver, come over here, there's 2 screws on both sides. What I like to do so I don't lose the screws, I like to put them here in this little channel. Typically they don't go anywhere. Put the screwdriver there too. Kind of a pain to do sometimes, but get it going. This pops out like so. There's the bulb. Looks pretty nasty. And this part here literally just pops out like so. Then you get the new one. Plug it in. And what I always do, I always take one of the, so there's, well it was, but this ground here slides into here, and then when you screw it down, it grounds to the cab. I just like to take it. That I got the light in the right way, because it is directional, so it looks like I don't. Pull it out, flip it over, plug it back in, and now it works. So now you know it's in the right way. Take the screw out, this to go back in there. Like so, kind of, whatever. And this, to make sure that it's watertight. For the wind, it's really windy today. That'll go in there like so. And then you take the screw. Goodness gracious. Is this ever gonna work? I don't know. That's what it should look like when it's done. The little ground and the screw and everything. That's how I do it. And screw it down. This side is no different. You want to tighten it, but not all too much. Just a little bit will suffice. And then that's that. Then once everything's all said and done, come on, brother. There we go. It'll look like that. And these cab lights are miles brighter. And I actually think them being circles makes it look a whole lot cooler too. All right. Back in here sitting on Dad's chair. You can see my daily driver beater Dakota back there. I don't think I'll be doing any videos on that. Maybe I will. Anyway, very unorganized, jumbled. I'm gonna have to fix it when I edit this video. But anyway, I think that by the end of this video that you should be able to have a basic understanding of how to change lights in your 83 290 Dodge Ram. So I'll probably be doing a whole lot more to this truck. That being, I should stop rocking. That being obviously the carrier bearing. My pump is leaking. My high pressure injector pump is leaking. I need to do that one at some point. Doesn't leak very bad. It does leak. Ooh, got lowering shackles for it, for the rear, because the truck's never gonna haul anything. It's in too good condition to be a tow rig. I'm gonna get a new bench seat at some point. I'm gonna get one that's cloth. It's gonna be the same color. It's just gonna be cloth. Fixing the horn, which I think is just a fuse. I think it's like a 10 or a 15 amp fuse. I think the taillights are at some point are gonna be LED. I'm not gonna buy like the LED housings and all the. I'm just gonna keep the stock housing and buy like a really good LED bulb for it. Same thing with the front. The front turn signals, it's the whole bezel. And I'm just gonna get a whole new bezel because the other one's cracked. I'm sure you saw that. I think I recorded it. Anyway. So I hope you all had a great day. It's fall outside. You can see all the leaves and it's very windy. I tried leaf blowing the driveway to have a better working area, but the wind said no. So I would be out there leaf blowing for 25 days if I tried to fight the wind. So I figured, you know what? Not fighting the wind today. Oh, yes. I'm also going to make a video on putting Christmas lights on my truck. I bought 350 feet of Christmas lights. I already have them. And I already bought an inverter. I will show you the process of installing it. I think me and Aubrey are going to install those at some point soon when we both have a day off. She's going to help me with those. First, I need to do the carrier bearing because I can't drive the truck without the carrier bearing being done. I can drive it under 55, but just rather have a new carrier bearing. So I need to get that done. I might do it today. Depends on how much time I have. Let me see. We'll find out. Anyway, I need to trim my beard. Need to get my money up, not my funny up. If YouTube takes me where I want it to go, I plan on doing a body off the frame restoration, full restoration of that truck. And it is going to be absolutely beautiful, but it's not going to be one of those crazy. I thought about putting Alcolas on it. Thought about doing a bunch of crazy stuff. I actually found some Peterbilt wheels, some 22 by, actually I think they're 22 and a half. 10 lug Peterbilt wheels for like $500 I thought about buying. But I'm just going to lower the rear end of the truck and have it sit nice and level and just really keep it as factory as I can. Sorry for the interruption. My iPhone can only record so many videos. I'm planning on getting a new iPhone this weekend. But anyway, so I want to thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the classic YouTuber stuff. Although I'm not a YouTuber. But anyway, I pray that you all find the success that you're looking for, whether that's financial, whether it's with your family, whether it's getting your promotion. I pray in Jesus' name that you guys all find the success that you're looking for. I pray safety over every single one of you. I pray blessings, whatever that may look like. I just want you to know that Jesus loves you. He loves me. I have to remind myself of that daily. And yeah, God bless you. Thank you for watching. I will have more stuff coming when I have time. I think if you guys were to get me to like, I don't know, like 1 million subscribers or something, I could quit my job and do this. That'd just be so crazy. But anyway, love you.